Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. It's me again. I just want to show you this one. You know what, I don't even think I took a video of me creating this one, but it's a chain pull and it actually turned out really cool. It's got some metallics in it, but I was just playing around. And like I said, I don't think I actually recorded myself making this one, but it turned out really pretty colors and designs in it. So I will be doing another chain pull over the weekend because I enjoy them. I like them. But today we're going to be doing a swipe. And we're going to be swiping in Amsterdam titanium white mixed with Australian floetrol. Now remember, the Australian floetrol is the red one. The red one is the Australian floetrol. This stuff is amazing. It's very expensive. Obviously it depends where you are in the world. It is expensive, but it is really cool for swiping. So if you if you can, get yourself a bottle and give it a go, mixed with Amsterdam paint. It's amazing, this stuff, absolutely amazing. So I've mixed it about 4 parts of the Australian floetrol to about 1.5 parts of paint. That is how I mixed it. Right, so let's put some paint on this canvas and we'll get started. Again, I'm just putting random colors down. This spout I need to unblock. I can just pour it. We have a storm at the moment. Apparently it's Storm Dave, I think they called it, and it's got some really heavy wind and some rain, so the caravan moves in the wind. So just so you know, if the video shakes a little bit, there's nothing I can do about it. It's the wind. So again, I'm just putting random colors down. Oops. And then we're going to swipe over that. And quite a few of these colors, are metallic. So that'll be pretty. And I think we'll just finish it off with one more color. We'll just put some more of that. Okay. And I'm going to swipe with I think I'm just going back to basics. I'm just going to use my original swipe tool. And I need a paper towel to wipe it off with. Okay, right. Okay, let's start. So you just take your palette knife, you dip it into the swipe paint, take the excess off, and let me bring you a little closer here. And you just swipe across. And then I leave this on the canvas like that, and then you swipe the palette knife off and you keep going. So it is the Easter weekend this weekend. So to any of you who celebrate Easter, happy Easter. Hope you have a lovely weekend. And you know, for those of you who's got young children, that you hide the Easter eggs and stuff. It's always fun when you've got young kids and you do things like that. But you know, my son is, well, he's almost 19 now, so I'm not going to be hiding eggs for him anymore. Yeah, I miss the days when he was younger, you know, for Christmas and all those things, but oh well. They grow up. Let me bring you closer so you can see what's happening. They grow up too quick, that's the problem. Now remember, when you're swiping in white, you want to make sure that the palette knife is wiped off properly before you dip it back into the swipe paint, because being white, you just get a little bit of color in there and it's not going to be white anymore. So you do want to give it a good clean before you put it back into that swipe paint. Some beautiful lacing on here, I must say. Really, really very pretty. Okay, that's that. Now I'm just going to bring you up. I'm going to go around and wet the outside of the canvas like this to help tilt it. This is all just going to tilt off when we tilting it, so you won't see any of this on the edges. And it just helps when the canvas is wet, it tilts easier and you don't lose the patterns, because I'll show you now, hold on. Okay, that's fine. When the canvas is dry and you tilting it, the paint rolls over onto itself and then you lose in the pattern, because your pattern is getting, you know, underneath the roll, and you lose a lot of the pattern. But when you wet the edges of your canvas, it glides over it more easily and you don't lose as much of the pattern. So that's just a tip for you. So I'm going to stretch this first. Let me bring you further up. I'm going to bring it down to this side first. Going to bring it down. I'm not going over the edges yet. And then back. And then I'll go up to that corner and back. I'll go up to that corner and back. Okay, look at that. Very pretty, and there's a lot of metallics. I can actually see it. Right, let's go over. So we'll go over that corner and over and back to the middle. Always bring it back to the middle again after you've gone over a corner, and we'll go over, back to the middle. Oh, very pretty. Okay, I'll go down to that corner. No, the paint is up there, so we'll go there first. There, back to the middle, and you'll see when you are tilting, where the paint runs faster, that is where the paint is. So it's easier just to take it over where the paint already is. There, we are over all the corners, And then we're just going to bring it back to the middle. Always center it again into the middle, like that. Now all we do is we go around the edges just to make sure the paint has gone over all the sides. Pick paint up off the table or wherever. If you run your finger under your painting like that, you will see there's a lot of paint under there. So you can also just do that to get paint and then dab it on. Okay. All right, that is very pretty. I'm going to take my gloves off. Remember, do not take your gloves off over your painting because you'll drip. And you will see the drips. If you drip onto here, you will see it. And you don't want to ruin the pattern. So always on the side of your painting, take your gloves off carefully over there. I'm going to hit this quick with a heat gun. And the heat gun pops bubbles if there's any bubbles in it. If you've got some silicone in any of the paints, it'll bring up some cells. But there's no silicone in my paints, so this is just to pop bubbles. There we go. Wow, that is very cool. I am going to bring you in for a close-up. Hold on a sec. Okay, let me bring you down. I've got my flash on so that you can get it. I'm going to try and show you there. You see the glimmers in the paint? There's quite a lot of it. There's some more. I know this is blurred, but I'm just trying to show you those shimmers there. And that is the metallics. Look there. There's metallics pretty much everywhere in the painting. Right, let me show you the painting. Very, very, very cool lacing. And again, look how the lacing has changed color and taken on the color of the paint that we've swiped across. We've got some green, we've got some blue, we've got some yellow lacing. Just look at that. And that is why I like swiping in the white, is because the lacing actually changes color. Look at that green next to the purple or pink, purple, I don't know what color that is. So cool. Look at that. Very, very, very cool. Very pretty, isn't it? Well, everybody, thank you very much for joining me as we created this really, really cool painting. Okay, a couple updates. I have created a website. Details to the website are down in the description below. I am keeping my Etsy shop open at the moment, and I have the website. Now, the reason I'm doing that is because the website that I've created, I cannot afford to take the pro plan or whatever where you can list unlimited number of paintings. I just can't afford that at the moment. So the plan that I have taken, I can only list 10 paintings at a time. Now I know that I've got a lot of paintings, and you know, you might go onto the website looking for a specific painting and not find it there. And that is why I'm keeping the Etsy shop open also at the moment, so that you can either go and find the painting in Etsy or in my website. But I would really appreciate any support I can get when it comes to selling my paintings. So if you know of somebody who's got a birthday coming up, or an anniversary present or anything like that, and you want to give them something unique that there isn't two of in this world, then an acrylic pour painting is perfect, because none of them look alike. They are all completely unique. And I don't do prints, I only sell the original artwork. So yeah, it's a lovely gift to give to someone, because it is a unique piece of art. They're all very affordable, and yeah, I would appreciate, like I said, any support I can get there. And that's it, everyone. I will be back tomorrow for another painting, so I'll see you then. Bye.